Hello families, it's Miss Gerber here with week 7, day 2 of our packets. It is Tuesday, May 19th, 2020. This week we are practicing Bossy E sounds, also known as long vowel sounds. You are going to do some long vowel practice below. The sight words of the week are help and to. What do you do to help your family? Can you change these short vowel words with a bossy E to guess the mystery words? So for number 1, we have app, tap. If you write that word out with a bossy E and then sound it out, you will get ape, tape. Can you do that with the other 2 words that are on there? Today for conferencing, I will be speaking with Madison, Hagen, and Elena A's families. Mrs. Lopez will be speaking with Lila Rose, Olivia, and Mackenzie's families. And Ms. Sullivan will be speaking with Audrey's family. Just a reminder that these will all be text conferences unless you have coordinated with your teacher separately. We are happy to still do WebEx or phone conferencing. We've just heard from a lot of parents that, they would prefer to do the short and sweet texting. So we wanted to kind of set that to the default. And then if you would like something else, please let us know. And we are happy to go back to conferencing another way. Also, tonight is our first read aloud of our new live learning schedule. Just a reminder that we're calling it live learning, but it is, as always, totally supplemental. So it's going to be fun extra activities like virtual field trips, read alouds, directed draws. Tonight you'll be checking out some special visitors that are at Mrs. Lopez's house. These will be all kindergarten all together, and they'll be hosted by a different kindergarten teacher each time. And it's just mostly for some community building, some motivation for the last few weeks of school. These are intended to be extra and fun and something that people are happy to do. That is stressful to work into your schedule or anything like that. We just hope to see you. The kids really like seeing each other. And please reach out to your teacher if you need help logging in or getting connected technology-wise. We can help you with that. Here are what some of our students have been up to. You can see that Addison is working on counting her collections. We have Mackenzie and her brother Kenny are taking a nice socially distant walk together out in some nature time. And you can see that Ryder P is really working hard on some word problems. And it's good to see him so focused on counting and solving his problems carefully. Here is today's agenda and overview. I feel like I say this almost every time, but I really just want to say it again, which is that these things that we give you, we want to give you the most resources possible, and we want to support you through them. We hear that many of you are working and not available, and that's okay. Sort through the activities, skip the ones that seem too easy for your student or too hard. Consider it just practice for your student to keep their skills where they're at so that they'll be ready to start first grade. Please don't hesitate to reach out to your teacher as well. We are resources who can be here. If you're having trouble with a concept or with something with your student, we can help you. It's our favorite thing to do to help troubleshoot solutions and suggestions for games or modifications or things like that. So please reach out. We're trying to do our best for every family, and that it means a lot of different things to a lot of different families, but we're here for you. Here are some supplies that you will need in addition to the learning kit. It's mostly just paper, pencil, things to count, scissors, glue, that kind of thing. As always, if you could use some supplies, I believe we dispensed some supplies at the previous packet handout, but if you can use some supplies, our school can definitely provide them. You can reach out to your teacher, or you can just call the front office directly to arrange a pickup. For reading, you'll be practicing the long A sound as well as the sight words help and to. Help is a good one to do some questions with your students in some sentences, because always want them to be thinking about how they can help in the classroom. And we call the long vowel Bossy E because we say that it makes the vowel say its name, but it's quiet itself. This song can be helpful for helping your student, and this lesson explains it as well. This is kind of a complex concept for students. They've spent all year learning that A makes a, and so as they're switching, they will be inconsistent with grasping this concept, but don't worry about it and just keep practicing it and working with your student. Talking about character development with these read alouds, and then also this one has our sight word help in there. These slides are all about logging on to Lexia, our reading app, and Dreambox, our math app, using Clever. So we really recommend, as far as we know, you'll only have access to these apps for the next 3 weeks until school is done. And these are like responsive calibrating apps that the more your student works on them, the more it will give them leveled and appropriate reading and math instruction. So they're really good resources that we're lucky to have access to. They work on computer as well as on tablet. They don't work on mobile phones. So if you need help getting access to a tablet or something like that, we can do that. And please let your teacher know, because we would really love for you to be able to take advantage of using these resources. And if you forgot your login information, don't worry, your teachers have it. We can give it to you again. For math today, you are going to be playing bug catchers again, and then a round of where do you see it. So we're working on breaking numbers down into parts, which will help your student as they're working towards subtraction, and we're also working on more subtraction visualization and hands-on practice. Here's some good songs, and then this is more of a concept. It's more about modeling subtraction a lot of different ways. So this could be helpful as your student is working to fill out word problems and things like this. This could be a good video to come back to. And this is some hundreds chart and counting practice. Remember that counting forwards and counting backwards are both really good skills for your student to practice, and that will build their number sense. For writing today, you are going to be organizing your facts and focusing on your first 2 facts. So your student is working on their all about, and with a kindergartner, I wouldn't worry so much about if they have a firm grasp on what is a fact versus what is an opinion. You can talk about it with them, but if they are a little inconsistent with it or uneven, that's okay. But it is good, it's a life skill for people to kind of figure that out. But don't worry if your students, one of their facts is something like, I like this animal, or something like that. That's totally developmentally appropriate. For your extra academics today, it's actually part art, part science. You're going to be making a little flower pot that shows the life cycle of a bean plant. And you guys have probably talked about this together. I know we've done some read alouds about it, and not everyone, but many people have planted different seeds and talked about that. Here is also a couple of videos about, modeling that life cycle as well. And last but not least, you can check out Mr. Thomas's YouTube channel. He has been making videos to go with his activities as well as what you have in the packet. I know that it is kind of rainy right now, so people have been doing a lot of outdoor PE games, things like that, but you might want to switch to giving Mr. Thomas's things a try, as we're all kind of stuck indoors this week, which is hard for us. Happy Tuesday, everyone, and please don't hesitate to reach out to your teachers if we can help you or support you in any way. Please know that we are hoping to, support every family in every way that we can.